ASAP Rocky has been found not guilty on 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. The highly publicized trial reached its conclusion on Tuesday, February 18th, as the jury delivered a unanimous verdict in favor of the rapper. Following up the announcement, Rihanna, Rocky's longtime partner and mother of their 2 children, shared her reaction on Instagram. She posted a simple yet powerful message: "The glory belongs to God and God alone. Thankful, humbled by his mercy," alongside a praying hands emoji. As the verdict was read, ASAP Rocky, whose real name is Rocky Mayers, visibly expressed his emotions. Reports from inside the courtroom described the rapper immediately leaping into Rihanna's arms, overwhelmed with relief. The couple, who share 2 young children, 2-year-old RZA and 18-month-old Riot, had been under intense public scrutiny throughout the trial. The jury's decision marked the end of a legal battle stemming from a 2021 incident in Hollywood, where Rocky was accused of firing a gun at his former friend, rapper Terrell Efron. If found guilty, he could have faced up to 24 years in prison. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hoshman issued a statement following the verdict, acknowledging the outcome while reaffirming his office's commitment to justice. While today's verdict is not the outcome we sought, we respect the jury's decision and the integrity of our justice system. Our office remains committed to seeking accountability for those who break the law, no matter their status or influence. Fame does not place anyone above the law, Hochman stated. The prosecution had argued that Efron's testimony provided key evidence linking Rocky to the alleged shooting. However, the defense successfully cast doubt on the credibility of the accusations, questioning Efron's motives and inconsistencies in his statements. Rocky's attorney, Joe Tacopina, addressed the media outside the courtroom, describing the verdict as a moment of pure emotion. "I didn't realize how athletic he was. He literally jumped over the jury box," Tacopina said. "That was raw emotion. Until that moment, he didn't know if he was going to spend the next 2 decades in prison or go home to his family. The weight of that uncertainty was enormous." Tacopina emphasized that the case had taken a significant toll on Rocky and his family, but they remained strong throughout the trial. He has 2 young children, a beautiful wife, and a career at its peak. "This trial could have changed everything for him, but justice prevailed," he added. With the legal battle now behind him, ASAP Rocky is expected to resume his professional commitments. The rapper has been involved in major collaborations, including projects with Gucci and Puma, and continues to expand his creative ventures. Rihanna, an international music and fashion icon, has also been at the forefront of her beauty and lingerie brands while managing family life. The couple's public support for each other throughout the trial has been widely noted, reinforcing their bond amid a challenging period. Rocky's legal team also took issue with the prosecution's closing arguments, which suggested that his family's presence in court was a strategic move rather than a genuine display of support. "I found that incredibly offensive," Tacopina stated. "They are a family. That's why Rihanna was there, why the kids were there. If the verdict had gone another way, Rocky wouldn't have known when he'd see his children again. That's a reality no parent wants to face." One of the critical points raised by Rocky's defense was the lack of concrete evidence linking him to the alleged shooting. The prosecution relied heavily on Efron's testimony, but the defense effectively discredited his claims. "There was no physical evidence, no weapon, no ballistic proof," Tacopina explained. "The case was built on the words of one individual, and the jury saw through that." During closing arguments, the defense pointed out that Efron had previously demanded $30 million from Rocky, which they argued was an act of extortion. Additionally, inconsistencies in his statements led to doubts about his credibility. The prosecution couldn't answer key questions, Tacopina noted. The jury recognized that and made the right decision swiftly. For ASAP Rocky, this verdict represents more than just legal relief. It allows him to move forward with his career and personal life without the weight of a potential prison sentence. As he and Rihanna continue to navigate their respective careers, their focus remains on their family and future projects. Meanwhile, the case has sparked broader discussions about celebrity trials and the legal system's handling of high-profile defendants. The prosecution's insistence on pursuing charges, despite the lack of substantial evidence, raises questions about how such cases are prosecuted and the role of public perception. Rocky and Rihanna can put this chapter behind them, embracing the opportunity to rebuild and refocus on what lies ahead. The not guilty verdict has sparked widespread reactions across social media and the entertainment industry. Fans of A$AP Rocky celebrated the decision, with many taking to Twitter and Instagram to express their support. Hashtags like "Champ Justice for Rocky" and "Rocky is Free" trended shortly after the announcement. Several fellow artists, including Drake, Tyler, The Creator, and Pusha T, shared their relief over the verdict. Some even criticized the case against Rocky, calling it a waste of time and resources for the justice system. "This never should have gone this far," tweeted Meek Mill. They tried to take another black man down, and thankfully, the truth won. At the same time, reactions from the broader public have been mixed. Some legal analysts argue that the prosecution had a weak case from the start, relying heavily on a single witness whose credibility was questioned throughout the trial. Others believe the trial highlighted deeper issues about the criminal justice system's approach to cases involving celebrities. With the legal battle over, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are expected to focus on their family and upcoming projects. Sources close to the couple say they are eager to move on from the ordeal and spend quality time with their children. Rihanna was Rocky's rock during this entire process, a source told People magazine. She stood by him every step of the way, and now they're just looking forward to putting this behind them. Rocky has several upcoming projects in the works, including new music and collaborations with major brands. His highly anticipated album is rumored to drop later this year, and fans are eager to see if he will address his legal battle in his lyrics. Meanwhile, Rihanna continues to expand her empire. Her Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty brands remain at the forefront of the fashion and beauty industries, and there's ongoing speculation about a potential music comeback. Although A$AP Rocky has been acquitted of the criminal charges, legal experts suggest that his accuser, Terrell Efron, could still pursue a civil lawsuit. Unlike a criminal trial, a civil case would have a lower burden of proof, meaning Rocky could still face legal challenges. However, Rocky's legal team remains confident that the rapper is in the clear. If Mr. Efron wants to pursue a civil case, that's his choice, said Rocky's attorney Joe Tacopina. But given the lack of evidence in the criminal trial, I doubt he'll find success in a civil court. Efron has not publicly commented on the verdict, but was seen leaving the courthouse without speaking to reporters. It remains unclear if he intends to take further legal action. A$AP Rocky's case highlights the unique challenges celebrities face when entangled in legal battles. Unlike the average defendant, public figures are often subjected to intense media scrutiny that can influence the narrative long before any evidence is presented in court. In many instances, high-profile trials become less about the facts and more about public perception, creating a courtroom that extends far beyond the legal system, one that exists in social media debates, tabloid headlines, and primetime news discussions. One of the key questions raised by this case is whether Rocky's fame worked in his favor or against him. On one hand, his celebrity status meant that millions of fans and fellow artists rallied behind him, putting pressure on the prosecution to ensure a fair trial. Social media campaigns, like "Champ Justice for Rocky," played a role in shaping public sentiment, reminding the world that accusations alone do not equate to guilt. On the other hand, the very fact that Rocky is a high-profile figure may have contributed to the prosecution's determination to secure a conviction. Some legal experts believe that in cases involving celebrities, there is often a greater push to make an example out of them, demonstrating that fame does not place individuals above the law. "We see this time and time again," said legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin. "When a celebrity is accused of a crime, public opinion forms before the case even goes to trial. That can be both an advantage and a challenge." This phenomenon has played out in numerous past cases, from Johnny Depp's defamation trial against Amber Heard to O.J. Simpson's infamous murder trial. In both instances, media coverage was so pervasive that it became nearly impossible for the public and even the jurors to remain. Media coverage can distort the truth by sensationalizing details for the sake of engagement. The rise of social media has only intensified this issue, as misinformation and biased narratives spread rapidly. In Rocky's case, different outlets painted conflicting pictures of the events, with some portraying him as a victim of a false accusation and others framing him as an aggressor. This kind of coverage can complicate legal proceedings, making it difficult for the accused to receive a fair trial based solely on evidence rather than external noise. Moreover, the racial dynamics of the legal system cannot be ignored. Throughout history, black artists, athletes, and entertainers have often faced harsher scrutiny in the justice system compared to their white counterparts. Some critics argue that Rocky's case fits into a broader pattern of how black celebrities are treated under the law, where allegations, regardless of their validity, can be enough to threaten careers and reputations. As the dust settles on this case, it leaves behind a series of important questions. Did the justice system target Rocky unfairly due to his status? Or was this simply a high-profile case that played out like any other? How much influence should the media have over legal proceedings? And what can be done to ensure that justice is determined in the courtroom rather than the court of public opinion? One thing remains clear: celebrity trials will continue to be a battleground where legal realities and media narratives collide. Whether Rocky's case will serve as a turning point in how such cases are handled remains to be seen. With the trial behind him, ASAP Rocky is looking ahead. The rapper has overcome one of the most challenging moments of his life, and now he can focus on his music, his business ventures, and most importantly, his family. For Rihanna, this moment marks another example of her unwavering support for Rocky. Throughout the trial, she was by his side, reminding the world that their love and commitment are stronger than any legal battle. As for the fans, they can finally breathe a sigh of relief. ASAP Rocky is free, and the music world is eagerly waiting for his next move. What do you think? Was Rocky treated fairly, or did his celebrity status make things more complicated? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into high-profile cases and media analysis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.